3. Hey everyone, welcome to Crypto City. Thank you for joining us this Tuesday night. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, it's Monday night. This week has been long already. Oh, the sun came back out, my days got long, and here I am thinking it's Tuesday and it's Monday night. But we are joined tonight with PixelAddikt. If you remember, PixelAddikt was my guest host last season, and he is back tonight for something super special. He is going to show us how to create and mint NFTs. And welcome, Pixel. How are you doing?
I'm good, City. Thanks for having me. I miss having the show, and yeah, it was great. The Alt Space was amazing, and so sad to kind of see it go. And yeah, so I've been busy with VR and kind of other things, other AI kind of tech. So yeah, crypto has always been a big part of my work and my life and all the Web3 kind of work that we've done and with Naughty. And so yeah, you kind of wanted to see if I would come back and kind of give everyone a little quick demo of how we do, how we kind of put up NFTs, and especially for like websites and stuff. So it's not OpenSea, right?
Right. Definitely different. We're on a different platform. Most of you are probably very familiar with OpenSea, which is mostly just artwork being put up onto there. And so we're talking about doing another level of NFTs, ones that can help you with your business, with your projects, ones that have utility built into them. If you have groups, they could help you with membership, and it can help you with enhancing the experience for your follower, your clients, whatever it is that your program is doing.
Yeah, so these NFTs kind of really depend on what your use case is, right? Like, do you have a brand? Are you a musician? Are you an artist? And that's how kind of a lot of these NFTs got started, right? Was in the art kind of area. So if you're a digital artist, if you're a character creator, or even if you have like just any brand, that you have some community and you want to embed some tech and embed some kind of blockchain, then there's ways of creating these NFTs for your community, and they're free, right? So you just kind of need either a MetaMask or one of these kind of Ethereum compatible wallets. And so we're going to be using Polygon, right? So we've kind of explained that before. I'm sure most people kind of heard of it, and it's a lot faster network and a lot more. There's the gas fees are a lot less. It's gasless, so pennies kind of for those transactions, but tonight we're going to take a look at, the test network and, why you would want to, make an NFT, right? So you kind of have to decide, who they're for, how many you're going to, make. And, it depends on, Photoshop and your kind of abilities. So a lot of times, like there's YouTube videos and there's a lot of help. These NFTs have been out for a few years now. So, there's lots of kind of ways online, but tonight I figure we would kind of walk through real quickly kind of a process that really kind of lets you kind of own a lot of the work. So sometimes, like just like when you do a website, so you can, have somebody else build it for you and host it and kind of that. And this is, the same thing. So, with NFTs, you can, have them in your wallet and put them on OpenSea on an open market, or you can kind of control them more and put them on your website. So you can kind of give them out to all your, fans on Instagram or Facebook, and that way you're bringing everybody to your website so that they can mint, right? So that they can take a look at all the videos about the NFT and why, so you can connect with them. So this is a lot more kind of more personal approach, right? Now it is a little bit harder to technically, some of the stuff is it's a little bit harder to kind of understand. You got to have a little background and especially like, Photoshop or something like that to kind of make all these. So yeah, if you want to kind of get started, we can kind of slowly walk through, and I'm sure you got lots of questions, and we'll just kind of, go in and out of these little pieces of this whole flow. And yeah, we can take questions kind of as we go, or you can interrupt me. You got to stop me, I like to talk, right?
Well, I'm going to stop you right there before you start, because actually, when you talked about how Polygon is more, cost effective in general, I was actually gifted an NFT that was done on the Polygon network, and it was super simple for me to go in and download. And I actually really enjoyed the process. And it was very simple. And I loved the fact that I got to go through the experience of, obtaining a piece of artwork and not having to pay for it, which was really nice.
Mhm.
So, for all of you who are out there and are like, want to, try it out without actually having to, spend a lot of money up front, this is perfect for it. So, all right, I'm going to let you take over. Before you start talking, we are still getting used to a little bit of the technical difficulties up here. If you can just turn around a little bit because everybody's looking at your beautiful avatar from the back.
So am I good or
You should turn, if you just can
this
turn
one?
around because nobody can see you.
Oh,
There you go. Perfect. Right there.
okay. So yeah, I don't know if you
Okay.
want me to look at you or yeah, I'm just kind of face this
Nah,
way.
you're
Okay.
fine. Right where you are is perfect.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so let's jump in, right? Because there's a lot to these things. So initially, like these are all built on contracts, right? So we're on the blockchain and we're taking these contracts, and a lot of these are pre-built. So you can see on the first screen here, it's there's a platform called Thirdweb, which is the largest contracts. They're all pre-built, all the codes all in here, and it's a company, and kind of they help kind of manage a lot of these contracts. So instead of you coding it by hand, which is impossible these days, you want something to be nice and secure and everything. So you come here to Thirdweb, and you can kind of select. Obviously, there's a lot of different types of tokens, right? And I'm not going to get into too deep of kind of all the different types, but like obviously there are there are ones that are like one of one, right? There are ones that are very unique. So there's only one of them, and that's where it go for millions of dollars because the rarity is only one of one. Then of course there are like larger drops that you do where it's thousands and thousands. You could have 1 million NFTs that are all kind of for whether it's your fans or email list or any kind of community stuff. There are one to many, so you can kind of have one design. You can have multiple, or obviously you can have like different groups of different designs, and you can break that up however you want. We've done projects where it's 100 NFTs, and there's 100 NFTs of a different kind, of a different design, and it's kind of all you can put those all under like a collection. So if you look into here, there's all these different kind of drops. The one that we're going to be looking at, and I'll switch to this one, is the edition drop. So the edition drop, the thing that makes that really unique is you can see here that it's all about, it's one to many and it's free. So the concept of lazy minting. So that's where, as a developer, you want to put this 100,000 NFTs, but you don't want to pay up front. Like you don't know if you're going to give away 100,000. You don't know if you're going to even sell them. So you can give them away or you can sell them, right, for crypto. So if you don't know, this is a way that you can lazy mint. Means you're not going to pay for them. You're just going to upload them to the blockchain, and the people that, as they kind of claim them, then you're going to pay for the gas. So you want it to be free for them, right? You want it to be frictionless, that concept kind of in mobile apps and that. And you kind of do want it this the same way. If they click like on a link, in an email, you want them to be able to claim these NFTs really easily, with just an email and kind of, connect their wallet and then they got it. And there's actually other ways that they can claim it without even having a wallet, and I'll show you that a little bit later.
Is that
So
similar
yeah,
to when we do the POAPs? Because the POAPs, you literally put in your email address and you claim it. So similar to that?
yes and no. Like the POAPs are their own actual blockchain, so like their gas is a little bit different, kind of the structure. But yeah, pretty much, it's so that you can claim it free. You can claim it with an email, and but in your case, it's not really on the blockchain. Remember, when you have to kind of have another
Right.
step where you're putting it in a wallet. So this is the same
Yes.
way. It's called like passwordless, kind of. It's more of a web auth kind of system where you just have an email and you can go to check your email, give you a code, or maybe you click a link in your. So it's that sort of kind of security where you don't really have the keys. The keys aren't in your possession, and that's a good and bad thing, right? There's pros and cons to both of that, but we're not going to get into that. So These NFTs, though, that you're doing, right, if you could do 1,000 of them, there's all these claim phases, right? So you can say, hey, for the next 24 hours, these are going to be free. And then after, it's going to close, right? You can only claim it for this, like, super time limited, so you can actually, and you can say if you have one of these free NFTs, then you can have the ability to get another free one, or you can buy one. So having some of these NFTs can have conditions, and that's really strong, really powerful when you get into the game mechanics, right? So we've talked a lot about that, City, where it's, you got to think of creatively how to get your community. How are you communicating? How are you using these NFTs? A big thing too everybody hears about is airdrop, right? Like, you've been airdropped NFTs. Oh my God, Starbucks airdropped me. Well, if you kind of get into this Thirdweb and you have these NFTs, you can do the same. You can get in there where you can say, hey, I'm going to give all these special. If you've come to my show, these concerts all year long, and I see it because you've checked in with these NFTs, you've claimed them all from these concerts, I can say anybody that has gone to all 10 shows on my road kind of trip, on my world tour, they get a special something. And, and that's fun. It kind of makes it so it's, they want to kind of be involved. They want to claim these NFTs. They want to, get involved in your system.
It
You also
definitely
control all
enhances the experience.
Oh, of course, right? Like, if you went to a concert, you knew, hey, I got to claim this. It's like a game. It's like, I want to make sure that I get these so that I can, go to the right concerts and, get special prizes from Hey, who knows? If you get them all, then maybe he'll give me something. Maybe he'll send me a special message video. That's, it's really powerful.
And
Last
there's
thing
just
on these,
the excitement of collecting something and getting all 10. I mean, when you're a little kid,
right?
there was all types of contests like, collect these little things in the McDonald's Happy Meals, collect things in the cereal boxes. I mean, people like to have all of something and say, I got all 10, that's cool.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's kind of part of kind of what this is. So speaking on that and just moving forward, like, so these NFTs, like you can see that I'm sharing now, like these are all like the apps, all of the kind of the fun templates that they're like giving you for free. Like, it's all open source. So you can just make anything you want, a community rewards. Look at this, reward your community using NFTs. So Magic Link, that was what I was talking about, is a connector that connects using your email, right? So all of these, log in with your wallet, there's buttons, all the UI components. Look, I can scroll forever. These are all the free things that they're giving you so that you can, use these NFTs within your development, within your project. So one of them that we're actually looking at here is this edition drop. So if we kind of jump in there, so here, let's just jump in and kind of do all this, right? So the first way you want to, so everybody knows about MetaMask, right? So you need a wallet. Obviously, if you're going to deploy kind of all these, you're going to need a wallet, and we're going to be on the Polygon network. But we don't want to jump on the, you don't go right on the public network, right? You don't go on the first. What you do is you go on the test network, right? If you're a developer, then you want to make sure that it works and, as a test. So the test network on Polygon is called Mumbai. That's just the way it is. If you click on different, there's all these different networks here. You can scroll through. Like, there's all these different blockchains, and they all have different test networks. So you connect. The thing with Polygon is it's the same address. So the same address that you're using in Ethereum is the same address in Polygon. So if it's in Polygon, then obviously it's going to be in their test network. It's going to be your address. So you're going to take that address and you're going to head over to this faucet.polygon.technology. I'll have all these links. I'm going to share this link right here. I'm going to have all these for City, and she can kind of share those in Discord. But what you're going to do is you're going to take your wallet address and put it down here to this in here, and you're just going to hit submit. And here, I'll do. Let's see if I can. And then you just confirm, and then it, oh yeah, because I probably did it. Oh, there it goes, submitted. And good. Okay, so we're going to start. So you want to get, it'll give you, it's not real money. Obviously, it gives you, a certain amount of the Matic. Matic is the token for Polygon. And it's really just for testing, really just so that you can push through some of these contracts, right? And then when you go to do it for real, obviously you're going to have real money, and you're going to use Polygon. Matic is a real token, so you put $20 or $100. The thing about Polygon is it's real cheap, so it'll cost cents. So it's it won't be nuts.
It's one of the
So we're
first
going to click
cryptos
on,
that I bought because it was cheap.
yeah, and it's gone up. It's not really a value thing; it's more of a utility, right? They use it for gaming and everything. So we're going to click on this edition drop, and that's the one that we're going to use because it's a ERC 1155, and it's got the it's got the principles that we need, and it's got all the features kind of that we need. So we're going to click deploy now, and we're going to give it a name, and we can just call it like Crypto City. So this will be the collection. So we're going to click an image that represents like the collection. So it'll just be like, we'll just do a normal logo. You want to give it a symbol.
You want to,
you can
I
just
think you
make
need to
anything
switch
up.
tabs.
Oh, I'm sorry. I clicked it. Okay. So yeah.
So we're in edition
all I did
drop.
is click on this edition drop. Yeah, we're in edition drop. Okay, and then we're going to click, this is the city. Right, and you'll have the royalty address, right? So it'll be yours, and you can set a different percentage, all the sales of these NFTs for this collection. And you want to make sure down here that the network chain is under Mumbai so that you're kind of listing. And you click deploy, and it'll deploy your contract to the blockchain. And now we'll be able to jump into the next. So any questions, Kansas City? You see how it's just, so we haven't really created the NFTs yet. We're just kind of getting the structure ready, the infrastructure.
So now the smart contract that you just created behind it, there are different ways to do that. Like you kept it very simple, but there are like more elaborate ones that are out there as well, right? Where you can actually have like layers built into it. Or for this one, is this one like the nice simple version for people who are not looking to put a lot of utility into it?
Okay, so the thing with utility is what you want to do is you have a base, right? So what I explained before is you have to decide what that base is. Are you selling one NFT, or are you going to sell 100 NFTs? If you have 100 NFTs, are they all different? And if they all are different, are you going to sell one of one, or are you going to sell 100 of each NFT? So those are the first things that you have to kind of decide. Once you decide that, then you're picking the contract. And like I said, the contract is either like an NFT drop, the other kind of edition, that's just going to be for a one-on-one. We're going to put the edition, and then you can add layers on top as complex as you want it to be. There is going to be like, obviously you can put, you're going to see that you can have different designs and different, you get to pick the amount. But later on, you can, the different complexity comes later when you want to build like a a membership and thing, and click here, and then you're gonna have to code a lot of that. Like they have templates, but the templates aren't like super click here to deploy fully working. It's more or less like a bunch of code that you're gonna have to know how to maybe change colors and change your address. You're gonna have all these contract addresses, so I'll show you in a little bit. But so right now we're just gonna approve this message that from MetaMask, and then it's going to deploy this contract on the Polygon, on the Mumbai, on this test network. Second, and there it confirmed. And then I'll just sign it.
The screen disappeared.
Oh, your share screen went away.
Okay, hold on. It's probably because I've got 2 seconds here.
Thank you, Blue. Okay, and if you could just bring it forward a little.
Is that okay now?
It's still against the wall. It just needs to come forward a little bit so people can see it in the audience. But it is back.
There you go.
There you go.
Let's make it a little bit. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Okay, so that tab, so that contract is there, and you can see that it'll have a, it's been initialized, and it'll have a hash and everything, and it's been audited, like it's all safe, and but it has no NFTs. So it has a contract address, which is good because that means it's on, the blockchain, and kind of you can search for it and you'll be able to see everything in the back end. So the next step is you want to actually go to these NFTs, and we want to do a single upload. Now we could do a batch upload where it'll be like a JSON file. That's a little bit more good, but there's demos here. It'll say download this example. And what that is let's say you had, you had 100 different designs, and you want to put this NFT up there, and it's a different kind of picture. In that batch file, you'll have all your different images, and you're going to have to upload those, whether it's a, to a web server, like to your kind of web hosting, and then you're going to provide kind of all those. But here, we'll just click on single upload. And we'll call this the, the ultimate Crypto City NFT. And we will select, so it could be a JPEG or a PNG. They have other, like you can do videos and kind of everything else, but depending on, the animation, right? So the animation will just be, whether it's a GIF, it can be an MP4, it can be a video. I can have audio, like it's all the different types of media. So you want to give it a description. So you say this is like a thank you for visiting and attending Crypto City. And now here's where you're going to put the properties of the NFT. So if you had different colors, maybe we can do like a type. So the value will be, let's say we'll do rare. So if you had other ones, you could do colors, you could do styles, you could kind of do anything you wanted. And under this button here, it'll say Lazy Mint NFT. So when you click it, it will upload this single NFT. And we'll be able to add the quantity and and then it'll be live, and then we can check it out.
Perfect. It's exciting.
Well, it is easy. Now you could, like, the layers come afterwards. So now you'll see it kind of got submitted, but now you can see that, if you want to upload a different NFT and a different design, and then that way you could have, an overall, you have to do an umbrella. So the umbrella could be, the collection is called the reward collection, the Crypto City reward collection. And then in there you could have, your favorite, the favorite people that come. And then the other ones could be ones that, provide the most value, or the ones that talk a lot, or, there's a lot of different ways. I think this just needs to get refreshed.
So when you talked about, you said, you could do it where there were different colors. So that's when you log on to see like an NFT collection, and you see one image, and it's like, well, there's a blue, there's a red, there's a green, like all the different colors.
Yeah. Yeah. So you could, as you kind of upload all these different files, you can actually kind of select, right? You can add different rows, these trait types. So you could have, one of them could be a, color red, and then the other one could be style kind of. So I had naughty ones that were here, hoodie dress and kind of such. So yeah, you can add as many kind of different properties as you want for the rarity, right? Like that's kind of where that matters.
Yeah, because we actually had a guest on in the past who had done a collection, and she had like 1,000 on in the collection, and they were all just like slightly different variations of the exact same image, just with different color combos.
Right. Yeah, that's really interesting, because how you so when you do this batch upload, if you actually kind of click, I'll show, there's a so I had an example here. I have one with you can see here, I had one with Naughty by Nature. I did a one with that had different, down here you'll see these naughty dress, these little kind of hoodies, and I had the trait type was, color black and style tracksuit. And when I put those in, you can see when will they reveal your NFTs. So you can actually have a reveal upon mint. So when you upload them, as soon as they minted, it'll kind of reveal. So if I upload these, like this would be the same if I had Crypto City and I kind of put these, but this is more of a just adding a batch that'll kind of add all the different, then because you're pre-putting a lot of these assets, you're putting them on what's called IPFS. So it's kind of like storage on the blockchain in the cloud. That's really good to, get a lot of your assets up there so that they're not sitting on some website or sitting on an old server that you forgot about, and then all your NFTs don't work. So that's, I'm sure that's happened to a few developers. So yeah, so now it's just kind of uploading, and you can see here that these supplies. So now the rare you can transfer, and there's claim conditions. So we actually set here, now that we have this
Did you
ultimate
switch to another tab? Oh, there we go.
Uh,
Okay, now we see it.
No, I'm good. Yeah. So, you can see here, I just kind of uploaded a few images and I can kind of do that. But if you come back to this Ultimate Crypto City NFT that we did, if you go under these claim conditions, that's where we have to kind of sit there. You see, it says missing. So you actually have to add a phase, and that's kind of important. So this would be like you would call this a free claim. And you would say, maybe it's for 48 hours, maybe it's for unlimited, right? And you have to set how many NFTs would you drop in this phase. So you can drop, like I said, 10,000, you can drop 100, you can drop, let's put 1,000. It doesn't matter. How much do you want to charge for these NFTs? You can say free, 0. Or you can actually add, you can put USD, you can put Ethereum, you can put Matic. Who can claim these NFTs? So like I said, you can have it where only the people that have a previous NFT can claim this one. Or you can have it, like I said, it says any wallet. So you can see there's
let me
overrides.
ask you something there before you go on.
Shoot.
So you just said USD. So you can buy NFTs with the American dollar versus with crypto?
No, so this is USDC City. So, have you heard of USDC?
Yeah, the USD,
token.
the coin. Yes. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I didn't hear you say the C,
yeah.
so I got confused.
Now, that doesn't mean that one of these templates isn't built off of, let's say like a payment processor for crypto. There were a few of them. I don't know who lasted, a lot of the fights. But there were a few, and obviously, I think PayPal does it. A few of them do it. So you can actually, put that in where you could buy it with dollars for sure.
Yep. Okay.
So here's a big question: is how many NFTs can be claimed per wallet? And that's a big thing, right? Because what if they keep on coming back and they keep on claiming? So you can actually set that to 1, so that no matter what.
One, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can say unlimited, but usually it's just kind of 1. So I have it as free claim. It starts now. There's 1,000 NFTs. No, let's get down. Let's make it 100. And these will make available. It'll be on the Polygon network. It'll be on Mumbai, but I can move it. So I can actually move the contract right to you. If you send me your Ethereum address, City, I can actually push the contract right to you, and everybody could claim it. So we go to, now we're clicking Save Phases.
Now, once it's created, do you have the ability to go back and make edits, or once you choose it, that's it? That's what it is.
So yes and no. Some things yes, some things no. Maybe some of the metadata, maybe yeah, but probably not. I think you can change the claim phase. I think you can change the quantity, but I don't think you can change. Yeah, there's certain metadata. I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to say, but yeah, some things you can, some things you can't.
Okay.
So now when this kind of pushes through, so now we've created the NFT, we've picked the contract that we wanted, we've uploaded the NFT, we picked how many to supply, we set the claim conditions, right, depending on, who gets it. So now anybody with a wallet of a MetaMask, Ethereum wallet can go to, this little link that I have here that's I'll show you, and be good. Sometimes it's buggery with MetaMask there. Sometimes it's good. I like to refresh and keep it on its toes. Yeah, see how it still says supply 0? So let's give it a second.
So,
but go ahead, shoot.
So I was given an NFT at one point, a token basically for a game, and
Yep.
I wasn't told in advance that it was only available on MetaMask. So I was trying to connect my wallet. It wasn't working. So you can specify only specific wallets that you want to allow it to be used on. But wouldn't it be better to have it so it was open to any wallet so it's more versatile and more people would be able to have it? What would be the benefit of limiting it to just MetaMask?
So it's not really about MetaMask. If it's any wallet that can connect to the Ethereum, this Thirdweb is like, you got to remember, you don't want any wallet. You don't want people just, you want, provided, really strong, secured wallets. So that's why a lot of them have login with MetaMask, login with Phantom
Okay.
Wallet is really big on Solana. Like, so it's really a crypto thing. It's really about, but you want to give what the users and what the most people have. So if everybody's got Meta, then you just want to provide that. The thing with
Okay.
why would you want to block certain people from owning? It really depends. It depends on your use case, because there are situations where this NFT that I'm giving away, this is only for people that have been buying my tickets or have been attending
Oh, well, that
certain
I
things.
understand.
So
Yes.
yeah, it's
Sure.
really specific. Yeah. So that went through. It looks like.
Okay.
But let's see. It's twice that I pushed that. To the requests. Sometimes they sit in here in MetaMask here. Yeah, I got multi-calls going on. Okay, hold on. Activity in there. Okay, we're on this screen. So yeah, this is just all the guides, right? That Thirdweb will give you. So it'll kind of show you, how to deploy it, different blockchains. I know a lot of people want to connect their own database. So that's a big thing, right? Connecting to games. Unity is really big with Web3, we all know. So like, Thirdweb will help you build a Unity game, and you can create the NFTs right on right on there. You can publish the contract, and they'll even give you the Unity code that connects to the NFTs, which that's cool. Come on, like if you got a game now, you can have all your little weapons and all your different characters can all be NFTs. You can create if you own that whole IP and you own the game and you start, like, it's a real smart way. And obviously I'm not going to get into all the types of contracts, but there are ones called like signature contracts that you can say things like, if you're a part of my Discord, then you get this NFT. If you are, if you're a part of my email list, right? So a lot of times, like the NFT is if you have this NFT that you get access. But what if you're on my email list? That's kind of more specific, and these kind of the contracts will allow it to go outside, kind of like an API, and go and check, your let's say your Privy or your different kind of email list marketing platform. It'll go on MailChimp, and then, that kind of cool stuff. So there's lots of different types of contracts, and these are all the kind of guides that. All right, let's jump back to this. Why is this supply just sitting at, is it still zero? That's twice that I kind of add it. I'm adding these claim conditions. They're just not going. Hold on, let me see. What am I doing wrong here? How much do I want to charge? Nothing. It's a free claim. Maybe it's the start time it didn't like. What time is it? 30. Yeah, maybe it's because it's in the past. Maybe it just waited. So hold on. That's probably it. So we want to do free, any wallets, and we want to see. I want to approve the transaction that'll come through, and all these are free, right? They're on the testnet. So you got from the faucet, you got yourself a little bit of Matic, so everything should be fine. This one should be fine. It should go through now. Been talking too much and not paying attention to the demo here. So it says success, saved claim phases.
Great.
So should be good. Let me see.
It's technology, Pixel. It's technology. It always has.
No, it's a demo too. My wife was laughing. She's like, something's going to go wrong. You're leaving it to the last minute. I'm like, no, it works. Everything should be fine. But, okay, so yeah, but for some reason here, it's just sitting at, don't know. It's not the money. It's not the funds. Look at this. Let me see. Yeah, I think it's just getting stuck on the network there. It's not, so you can see it's 0, 0. It's just a priority. Oh, there it's refreshing there. Let's do its thing. But yeah, so once you have these, let me go see if I can actually set this unlimited. How many do you want to drop? Then I want to show the embed. You can actually do the templates afterwards. You can actually kind of click and it'll give you a script and everything so you can actually claim. So if you actually go here and you click on, so this would be an addition drop. This would be, it would say Crypto City and it would have your image and kind of, totally minted, and you would have 1 out of, 100. You could set your quantity and you would just kind of connect your wallet through MetaMask, and then you could click claim, right? So they're giving you all the code. Obviously you have to change, but let me see if this is giving me such a hard time. I'm not happy with this claim number and the supply. It usually updates very good. You watch after we'll shut off, then it'll just kind of refresh. So that's the network. But yeah, so it's really just that. It's really just setting this, and that, it's already been set. I don't know why it's not clicking through. Hold on. There's really bothering me that this transaction.
Now, for those people who don't know, I mean, this is stuff that you do all the time. Like you're doing this for Naughty by Nature. You're creating NFTs, and maybe not necessarily in this program, or maybe in this program, but this is a very
we got some. Yeah, we got some
Okay.
for this. But like it depends on the use case, right? So some of them are going to be on OpenSea. Some of them are going to be, depends on the projects. So we've actually have a few projects that we just didn't release. So we got everything all ready, and then life happens, and because they're sometimes they're bigger projects, right? Like everybody gets excited. You write up all the documents. You get everything all ready. And then it's the rollout and the launch, and you got to make sure that your marketing is on point, that all your, how they claim it, and then pushing out, to all your fans. So I want to keep refreshing this, and for some reason it's hanging on the supply. I don't know. Let's see. So if we actually go in here, and now you're not gonna see. But if you go down here, you'll see that, they'll give you a preview. So they'll give you this full code, and you can actually kind of customize it, right? So you can have your different tokens. You can do the size. You can, set the theme, right? If you want to do a darker theme, you can come down here and it'll kind of just build you, a little kind of website.
much nicer.
And you can copy, you can copy the clipboard, and then you can see here, obviously, that, here's all your code. This is your contract address, right? With all your NFTs kind of on there. And they've got a nice little, what's called an iframe, right? So you can put that right on a website, embed the code kind of on it. And this will be essentially what I showed kind of over here at the other one. So you'll be able to kind of connect your wallet and then do that. But if you come over here, I was talking before earlier about this magic. So this is what's called a passwordless Web3. So it's all about onboarding. So the thing with Thirdweb and having Polygon and having 1,000 NFTs is you want to push this out to your, to your email list. And this is secure, non-custodial. You don't have to keep nothing. You don't have to keep seed phrases. This is amazing. Like I've used this, and it works on all the different blockchains. And you pay as you go, pay as you grow, they're calling it. And it's really, really cheap. So it's a really good way to get people to get them NFTs. And yeah, this is That was that Photoshop kind of free Photoshop version.
Photopea.
Yeah, Photopea.
City, I think you went off Amplify.
Oh, sorry about that.
Off Amplify?
Oh, I'm not sure.
No,
So
we're still
yeah,
on
yeah, that
Amplify.
was just a
Can you not hear us?
It just went lower. It's not as
Okay.
loud as you. Yeah.
Oh, so yeah,
Hopefully
so you
that's
can see all
better.
these transactions here that it's been pushing every time that I kept it. It's obviously a big backlog. So
Wow. Okay.
they should, yeah. I clicked that probably too many times, but so they're waiting. It's probably just pushed through. Like this is a big platform, so yeah.
So
So
typically
that'll
when you
be
create these NFTs, is it, it's not instantaneous. Give it some time. Don't, it usually take a few to go through.
well, it's just matter like I'm on the test network and I'm pushing. I just probably clicked way too many times, so it's probably just waiting to kind of
Okay.
catch up. But you can see here that like it just hasn't updated that one thing. Maybe if I kind of disconnected my wallet and maybe reconnected or something, maybe that would do here. Let me see. Here, I got to move my camera or see if I can connect my wallet. Should be okay. Yeah, some of these things stick a little bit, but as long as you kind of do it right. But that's the thing. Same with they talk about clickety click and kind of going through and doing that. So submitting a lot of these transactions probably wasn't it's not kind of.
You remind me of my employees when they're like, it's not working, and they just start hitting it on the keyboard, and I'm like, stop, hitting it
Oh
12 times
goodness!
isn't going to
I've been
make
on
it
stage in
work.
front. Yeah, I was on stage in front of a few thousand people, and the demo didn't work. And I just, off the top, I was just so. I said, I had a partner, and I said, it's so funny. I bet my partner $50 before that we screwed this up, so I'm winning money no matter what. And it just helped so much. The laughing helped, the stress, and then we got it to work. And so yeah,
Sure.
it's part of tech. But yeah, for some reason this just but this is the process. You're setting kind of how many you're dropping. See, oh, it actually says here, look, the network is busy, gas prices are high, and estimates are off. So that's a crypto thing. You're a developer, you know. But yeah, that's kind of the process, and you could take that and put it on your website. Now obviously, when we went back to these templates we were talking about before, there are NFT gated websites. So if you click on view demo, you can actually go and it'll show you, this is your auth NFT gated content. Obviously you got to change it, make it your own logo and everything, but this will work. You can connect your wallet and it uses auth. So auth is like that magic link, or another type of auth. Maybe you're using Google auth. Maybe you want people to sign in with their Google account so they have an account, and then you want to give them that NFT. Then you want to connect their wallet. So there's like different layers of obviously like database and stuff that you can kind of add, but that's this is the place you want to hit afterwards, right? After you got your contract, this is where you want to kind of taking a look about how you layer in those features. Layer in like a marketplace. There were some here. If you have a lot of art, then there was a marketplace here, that NFT marketplace. Click view demo. It'll have a full listing. You can do all these create listings. You can have all this art, and it'll build a full marketplace with your NFTs. You don't have to do anything. So kind of like social or a spatial, they really help you, plug in your NFT, plug in your collection, and it'll pull it all in. This is kind of the same. So,
The
and
galleries
it'll
here
do
in
in.
Spatial are pretty impressive.
Oh, for sure, for sure. So what this is, you can see too, it says Next.js here. I highlighted it. That's just different. It's like React, right? It's all different code, all different development platforms that developers like, so that it can be the experience that they want, right? Like they can take this code and they can customize it. So that's really what Thirdweb is more about, really controlling, the look and feel and the experience, and then adding those layers that we talked about.
Now, when you generated that little the scripting to send out to people. And, we're going to send, if you could either embed it into your website, or you could, like you said, you could email it out to people. So you send people out this email. Here's all the information. They click on it. They got to connect their wallet, and then they're going to be able to download the NFT.
Yeah, it instantly goes in their wallet, right? Because they're connecting. If you go down here to embed, like when they click on your website and they clicked connect wallet, and they literally, like, you connect your MetaMask here. I think this might even work, right? So I clicked my Mumbai test, and it says connected, and I want one, and it says mint free. And when I click mint, my MetaMask will come up again. See it here, and you click confirm, and it should bring it back down. Yeah, see, it does that. Hold on. Yeah, so you can see here, this one minted here, 1 out of 100. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay, so if you go to explore and you kind of go down here, you'll be able to see how many, right? It'll tell you how many have, set the claim conditions, and you can read and you can tell it, let me see, owner, who's the owner, how many total supply. You can actually kind of run it. Oh, no. Yeah, so there's only one that's been claimed, right? So how many total supply, how many have been claimed? There's only been one. So there's a lot of ways, and the recipient, if I zero, it'll probably have my.
Now, is there a way to, obviously it captures like it's gonna go into your wallet, so the blockchain knows who has it. Is there a way to build into the contract or into the process, for instance, okay, so PixelAddikt got my NFT. How do I know that how do I, as the seller or as the provider, know that you took that it was you personally? Is there a way you can capture email address or capture something along the way so that I would have that information for myself, for whether it's for marketing or for down the road?
Yep, that's an awesome question, Sadie. So that would be up to you, meaning like on your website, you could say, enter your email to claim this NFT. And when they enter their email, they have to go to the next page, like the thank you page. So thank you for, giving me your email. Here's your NFT. So they would be claimed. Listen, and I got a lot on my mind. I got a lot on my mind. We put 100 supply kind of, right? But that means that's the limit. That doesn't mean that the supply is going to say 100. I apologize. I got that wrong. It just means that's the maximum, right? So when I claimed that first one, now the supply is 1. So the max supply, like the available supply is 100. But now I just claimed that first one. So if you click
the supply it's showing you there is how many are out there how many are out there circulating. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. So now because it said, there's only 100, right? We can only claim 100. Well, when I kept on updating that, so now you can only claim 100. But I claimed the first one, right? I claimed this one right here. So if you actually go to the embed, and this code should work. Like if I send this, but it won't go to a website. So you can click build apps. Let me see if it actually clicks and gets started. No, see here, yeah, it'll just kind of get you to, install different, Next.js and kind of the SDKs. And so it gets more complicated. But you can obviously grab, like, out of these, remember this template page? You go here on the template page, you can make like a, this edition drop. That's what that is. So if you actually click on view code, right? This Thirdweb example, this is the edition drop. That's exactly what we built. So when you click on the example, remember, this is that page. This is the website for your NFTs that they give you for free. You just have to, there's going to be code in here.
Share the link.
Yeah, but there's going to be code in here that says what is your contract address? So that kind of stuff, right? So it'll tell you here, it'll say, here's how you have to edit. You have to edit plug in your edition drop contract address. See that right here? Replace the
Mm-hmm.
value ID inside of this file. So all you have to do is you're going to get your, when you go to the dashboard here, right? This is all your contracts, right? I'm plugged into MetaMask. This is my Crypto City. And see this contract address right here? That's your, so you're going to copy that, and that's what you're going to put in right here in this file right here. There's a file. I just clicked on it here. It's called, you see this string, this string right
Yep.
here? That's what you replace. If you replace
Okay.
that with your contract and you load that website, you load a website like this, you'll be able to claim. That's as easy as that.
Seems straightforward enough. I mean, this website that you've brought us to, this Thirdweb, has so many options on it and so many variables that you can play around with and, kind of manipulate it in the way that it suits your needs.
Yeah, and obviously it can be videos too, right? We talked, it can be any kind of media, and it can be, and you just want to, I gave a full demo here, I'm not the only one, there's lots of developers and lots of companies kind of using that. So Thirdweb has an amazing, library on YouTube of kind of their tutorial videos, and other people have made them as well. So if you're not super tech savvy, you call a geek friend and say, hey, I know you're in the crypto and, this website stuff. And if we can walk through a demo like this, then you can have, 1,000 NFTs that you can just give away. And people are like, why don't you sell them? You got to sell them. No, just be smart. Right? There's other ways you can give a whole bunch away for a year and then you can sell. Then you can, actually have buyers and have users that love your content and love your art and love your music. And then you can kind of say, hey, there's value here. Would you be willing to pay $5 for this, $100 for this? And, stuff like that works every single day.
And I agree with you 100% on that, because when I had interviewed a couple of people over when I was doing Yummy NFTs, and they had said that, their first few drops that they put out there, they didn't charge anything for, because they just wanted to get their name out there and, put out a bunch of stuff and push it out as far as they could. And then once they started, putting out 2 or 3, 4 things that people were like now collecting from them, now they said, okay, here's a piece I'm going to charge for.
Absolutely.
And then they started making money that way, because they had to get it. Nobody walks out as a bestseller. People need to know who you are.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's a crazy world. And you have to, you got to build up the brand. And this is just one way to, to give, utility to digital assets, to give to, NFTs. And, I think it's a real smart way of growing and kind of making everybody stay, on their toes. You're not doing, you're not sending out paper, letters to all your group. You're, you're giving them cool NFTs that have videos in them, unique videos. And, you could do some stuff with AI. It'd be fun. Build some cool stuff with AI and then give out all these NFTs.
Absolutely. This has been great. I mean, I'm very grateful to you for coming in here and showing this to us. And, you're going to give me the links for these pages so that I can share them with everybody in the Discord. If you guys are not following Pixel's account, which I think most of you are, but you should follow his Instagram account. He's doing amazing things in AI, but he's got a lot of other stuff on there too. He shares a lot of content that he sees on other people's Instagrams and everything. And there's a lot of very good value in the stuff that you're pushing forward. I mean, sometimes it's just informational. Sometimes it's about something that you've heard about in the news and that's now happening. And other times, you get to see some incredible artwork and creations that he's put together.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, City. Yeah, AI's crazy. It's moving super fast. So it's fun. So yeah, I'll have to come back and we'll talk AI one night.
Absolutely. You'll probably be one of my first on for season 3. As you all know, Juan, could you please sit down off the stage? We're recording. Oh boy. Okay. So we apologize for the disruption. It seems like every week there's someone who's gonna not behave, but that's okay. anyways, we're just going to talk around him. So yes, we'll definitely have you back for the beginning of season 3. Season 2 is going to end at the end of June. So we have a few more weeks going on. We got some great content and people coming up here to talk and chat with us. And we appreciate you coming out here tonight. So everybody, if you could, let's throw some hearts up for Pixel. Appreciate
Oh,
the
thanks, guys.
demonstration. And
Thank you for
we
having
will put, yes, of course. I appreciate having you back. I mean, you gave us a lot of great insight when we were, ramping up in season 1. This is season 2. We've taken it up another level and, we're going to keep going with this. So, but this will go up on YouTube so that everybody will be able to watch the video over again. So if there's a chance, you obviously there was a lot of stuff to take in. If you missed anything, you'll be able to watch it on the YouTube channel. Probably have it up by tomorrow morning, and we'll put all of the links in the Discord channel. And if you have specific questions, feel free to send me messages on Discord, and we will work on that. Like I can try to find the answers for you. I might reach out to Pixel for you. So, let's see if maybe we can create some NFTs and get them out there and have some fun with this. And Pixel, you're going to send me the information for this particular one so I can share it?
Yeah.
Perfect.
For sure. Thanks so much, City. I had a great time. And thanks to everybody for coming out. Love seeing Sherwin and the DJ Marcus, new friend, and always Blue. Blue's amazing. And, my Canadian friend. Yeah, so thanks for having me. We'll touch base soon. You know how it is.
Thank you so
In
much.
the metaverse. No worries.
Thank you, everyone, and we'll see you next Monday night at 9 p.m.